Hi, I'm Jess. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to tell you some of my favourite quotes. I'm going to be reading most of these quotes from this book. This book, I've had it for a year. It's just a simple notebook that I write down all my favourite quotes in it and flick through it when I need to read them or want to read them. So most of them are going to be coming from there. These are not necessarily in order. I might try and put them in order, but they're just general quotes. I will try not to do too many. It will just be probably a random number, to be quite honest, but hopefully this video won't be too long. Yep. To forget a friend is sad. Not everyone has had a friend. The Little Prince by Anton de Saint-Exupéry. I really love this quote because it just kind of sums up friendship and how good friendship is and how sad it is if you take them for granted. Because I have like one very close friend other than my sister, and I have friends, but my main best friend, we're very close. So yeah, friendship quotes are important to me. Life is too short to read a bad book. James Joyce. Now, this is a channel about books, and that kind of sums up how I feel about books now. I used to try and force myself through books, and I'm not doing that now because, like the quote says, life is too short. Kinda, it's like, you do you read what you want to read, you read what you like. Her heart was a secret garden, and the walls were very high. William Goldman, The Princess Bride. I feel again that this is fairly self-explanatory. It's just about how people build walls up and how people can be closed off, and you want people to climb those walls, or you let some people. All Was Well. J.K. Rowling, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. This I have actually got tattooed. One, because Harry Potter is my favourite thing, but also because I was thinking about getting it when I was in university, and I didn't really like where I was, and I thought, when I get through this, I'm gonna get that tattoo. After all of this crap, that's when I'm gonna get it, because to me it signals, because it's the end of the series, and it's the end of all those troubles. All was well in the end, so that's what it means to me, like everything's gonna be alright in the end. This is actually not a literary quote, but it's quite, I like it. One day you lose something and you say, oh my god, I was happy and I didn't even know it. Unknown, Humans of New York. Humans of New York, I believe, is a photography series, an interview series, talking to just random people in New York. And that is one of them, and I think that's really poignant because it's just someone talking and someone talking about their real life, and that is very true. I could not love a man who did not love Jane Austen. Deanna Rayborn, Silent in the Sanctuary. I just love this because I love Jane Austen, and it's just, in this scene where the main character says this, Julia, it's because this guy's proposed to her, and she does this little test of if he likes Jane Austen, and he says it's silly, and so she's like, oh, I can't date this guy. So I think it's also to do with respecting other people's likes and dislikes is another thing, and also not belittling things that are written by women or because they're satirical. Anyway, I keep picturing all these little kids playing some game in this big field of Ryanall. Thousands of little kids, and nobody's around. Nobody big, I mean, except me. And I'm standing on the edge of some crazy cliff, and what I have to do, I have to catch everybody if they start to go over the cliff. I mean, if they're running and they don't look where they're going, I have to come out from somewhere and catch them. That's all I do all day. I'd just be the catcher in the Ryanall. I know it's crazy, but that's the only thing I'd really like to be. J.D. Salinger, The Catcher in the Rye. Holy crap, guys. Okay, I read this last year, and it was like a 3-star read for me. I wasn't like loving it, and then when you get into him and his character development of Holden, and he says that 4 stars, 4 stars, and this quote is just so me. I think it's because I'm not ambitious, but I'm also kind of want a nice, just simple and calm and happy life, and I think that that's what that quote is about, and just being like in one place and doing good with your life and doing something that means something and not asking for anything in return and being content with where you are and not necessarily striving for sort of huge successes or anything. And so that quote is really, really kind of important to me, surprisingly. It was a surprise when I read it. One day I would have all the books in the world, shelves and shelves of them. I would live my life in a tower of books. I would read all day long and eat peaches, and if any young knights in armour dared to come calling on their white chargers and plead with me to let down my hair, I would pelt them with peach bits until they went home. Jacqueline Kelly for Evolution of Calpurnia Tate. This is perfect. This is also very me. Just reading and doing whatever you want and sort of not giving a crap about anyone else, but especially not boys. What the future held for her she didn't know. Of 2 things only she was certain. There would be children, hers or someone else's, and there would be books. Alice Dalgleish, The Silver Pencil. Again, this is very me. I really want kids and I really like reading, is the essential thing of that. Grown-ups don't look like grown-ups on the inside either. Outside, they're big and thoughtless and they always know what they're doing. Inside, they look just like they always have, like they did when they were your age. Truth is, there aren't any grown-ups. Not one. In the whole wide world. Neil Gaiman, The Ocean at the End of the Lane. There are several quotes in that book that are similar to this about how grown-ups, there's this whole thing about adulthood where you're meant to know what you're doing all the time and none of us do, and it's about learning that and about learning that you can still make mistakes and you don't always have to have the life together no matter what age you are, and that is very prevalent to me as I enter my 20s, because I'm 21 now, which is sort of when you start, everyone knows how shit your 20s are because they're meant to be great, but it's when you sort of have to become whoever you're going to be for the rest of your life. But yeah, I like that quote because it's kind of like, it's okay if you don't necessarily know what you're doing. True friendship resists time, distance, and silence. Isabelle Allende. I'm not sure what book that is from because a lot of these are not necessarily books that I've read, but they're just quotes that I've seen. I really like that one because my best friend lives like half an hour away, 45 minutes away. Like, she lives a train ride away, but also very busy now because she's still at university and I'm working and all this stuff. So we have one of those super low-key friendships where we don't talk a lot, so that's very important to me. So those are just some of my favourite quotes, not all of them, obviously, but they're just ones that I think mean the most or that I can sort of explain. And yeah, I'm not sure how many that was, but they're just a few of many. I might do another one like this again because I quite like it actually, and obviously I didn't do like so many. But yeah, I hope you liked it. I hope it was interesting. I hope that you maybe want to read some of those books now. Yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you again soon.